All right, here we are, Brea. It's like past 11. I'm surprised no one's here. I have Andy Board. I actually haven't really skated. I stood on his a couple times, but I figured, I don't know, I'd give it an honest review. It's kind of like, I can tell you right out the gate. I am not a fan of twin shapes, and I'm not on the football program, but what I do like about this is even though it's like footballed, it has like a squared off nose and a squared off tail, which I think Welcome has done something similar to this as well as Heroin. But this is exactly the Andy specs for very specific reasons. There's even like, I don't even want to get into like, I mean, you can watch his videos where he's talked about this shape, but like it has something with pressure flips and like the scoop and glooby glob. But anyways, here's the board. I'm going to set it up. I have Jessup grip tape. It's not mob, so you can already tell that I don't plan to skate this board for a while. But I mean, Jessup, it works. Like I don't hate Jessup, I just prefer mob. I'm also throwing on some Little John deck rails. The 4 screw holes is like mandatory for me. Like I don't like it when it's 5 because it's just, to me, it's just too much. One of them falls out, one more screw to lose. I think 4 is more than enough. I don't think I put these on a flight deck yet, so I don't know if the screw. The other thing is some deck rails, the screws go all the way through to the top. We'll see what these do. Are these the same ones that I set up last time? I think these ones are a little bit different. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit selfish on why I'm doing this. Really, I'm trying to see if there's anything about this that I would like. Because as far as football shapes are concerned, this is like the closest to a football shape I would actually want to skate, just because it's not super football-y. In fact, if I just show it real quick, you barely see it. Like if I do that, you didn't see that with the football.
Whoa.
But if I hold it, you can see it's slightly football. I think
American football.
Good band. If this is, I think it's 8.5 here, and then like it goes out to 8.75. I could be wrong. I don't think I am though. Also, quick shout out to these deck rails, Little Johns.
Little Johns?
Yeah, so for a lot of deck rails, the screws will actually come to the other side pretty significantly. These not so much on flight decks. Because flight decks are skinnier, so a lot of deck rails aren't made for flight decks, basically. You'll get a little screw tip on the other side, but these are pretty close. This one kind of came a little bit through, but I don't feel it on my foot.
Just a little bit.
It just exists. This isn't a video where we're going to see like my first kickflip or anything like that. I already did those. And actually, it felt good. I just feel like your first impression of a skateboard for the first couple minutes isn't accurate because you're just warming up. But now that I've been skating around a little bit, it feels, I'm going to be honest, completely fine. There's a couple concerns that I have, and we're going to explore them. Since the nose is narrower, I was a little worried about crooked grinds and how my foot would sit on them, and slappy since it's Andy's calling them like a nail or a toe, where it's like the nose and the tail are in between the size of a nose and a tail, so it's not quite as big as a nose, but I haven't really noticed. I did a couple crooks earlier. They felt okay. Maybe no side the flat bar, see how that feels. Footballs, but that could just be placebo. Let's do another slappy trick.
Ooh.
Keep on the ledge. Feels good. For tail slides, I have more of a tail.
Feels better?
Yeah, it's actually a little, that felt cozy, I don't know. That felt really cozy. Football helped, I swear.
Yep.
Boards are really good for that. That's how Nollie feels. Nollie front nose.
Yep. Oh.
So on the crooks, feels kind of normal. I do feel like it's a little bit less of a nose to have my foot, but it's not affecting me yet. I don't know if that's just because I do a lot of crooks that I can compensate, or if it's not actually making a difference. I do like that as soon as the tapers in near there, I can look over and see my wheel exactly for front crooks. Because that's literally why I started riding a wider truck, was only for front crooks. So
Really?
I can know where my wheel is, yeah.
That's interesting.
That's the only trick. I started riding bigger boards because I wanted more control over shove it tricks to keep them from flipping. And I wanted bigger trucks so I could aim front crooks. Only front crooks.
Wow.
Only reason I did that. Don't regret it. I think because it bows out a little bit, I think when I get into Smith grinds, I'm going to have more to lock on top because it's going to be here. So it's thicker here, thinner here. So I feel like it's going to feel more locked in.
Some more meat.
Maybe. So we'll do a Smith grind on the flat bar and then Smith grind on the ledge, I guess. I'm honestly not really noticing too much of a difference.
Whew.
I guess I should do some flip tricks, huh?
Yes, definitely. Oh.
Good God.
Wow.
Not noticing too many differences from flip tricks. I do like that it's wider in the middle. I feel like I have more to land on.
Does it feel like a bigger shape in general? It doesn't?
Doesn't. Because I like
It looks like it.
the focal points of most of my tricks are like over the bolts.
Okay.
So like this is just like meat in the middle to land on. Over the bolts is like where my pinches are, where my pressure is for flip tricks. It doesn't feel weird at all. The 360 flip was awful, so I should probably find out if that's a thing. Because like having the, it's gonna flip a little different. It's gonna cut through the air a little different, you know?
Yeah.
But also, first trick of the day, you gotta cut me some slack.
There you go.
Yep. Feels okay.
That was good.
Yeah, feels fine. With the exception of the flat ground kickflip, that was the first time I tried any of those flip tricks, and they all felt pretty cozy. I mean, I know Andy's real obsessed with making sure the board's balanced right, which to most of us makes no sense, but to him it's like where the pressure's gonna be, where the flip board is, where the center of balance is. Like you gotta be able to balance it in the middle or whatever.
That's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, but it feels, honestly, it feels really good. I don't want to say that I really like it, but I kind of, like I said to him off camera, I was like, I kind of like this.
He's going to be a shape guy soon, guys. Watch.
Well, I am doing a shape. 100% I'm doing a shape. But it's not going to be, well, I don't know what it's going to be now.
It's going to be a fucking fishtail.
It's going to be just this. It's just going to be this board. No, it's like, the difference between Andy and me is he likes the idea of having symmetry, so no matter where your board is, you're fine. I look at my board like a Swiss Army knife, and I like the
front
nose
and back.
to be different.
Yeah.
Like the nose to like have more thickness for long nose slides, like the tail to be a little bit smaller for a bigger snap. But the fact that this tail is bigger than a normal tail, and I keep stepping in my own grip tip, I don't know if a lot of boards have done this yet, or who's doing this, but I like the idea of a skateboard with a bigger tail than normal, like a nail as a tail, and then a full-size nose, so it could be slightly bigger than the tail.
I feel like that's something you got to kind of learn and get used to, no?
I don't know. I feel like, well, with this is different than what I skate. You pretty much, as long as it's like balanced right and like has like similar enough features. You can kind of figure it out. Like I wasn't sure if this was gonna affect anything, and so far it really hasn't.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's nice about it is if it's around it and your foot's near the edge, it's more room for your foot to drag off. But if your foot's here, the squareness, you know what I mean? Like
You can line it up.
exactly, and you're like you're not gonna have to worry about your foot dragging as much off the end of it. But I personally, I mean, I've talked a little bit about the shape that I want to do, but it's not this, but it serves the purpose that this serves, but better, in my opinion, a better version of this for what I wanted to do. I don't know the exact reason that he has this exact shape. I don't like how it tapers in so much, but it's honestly, it's a really good board.
He's hyped.
I don't know. I'm like, I put Jessup grip tape on this because I was like, I'm not going to end up skating this board, skating it. I was going to get
You reckon you're going to skate it?
I think I'm going to skate it till it's
How does it feel? Because you do not like new boards.
feels
Like,
great.
You're like, I like it broken in, blah, blah, blah.
I like day one, or like day two, I mean. Like
Yeah,
the 2nd day
I like
something.
brand new.
Like I'm
out of
skating
the
one brand new
plastic.
shoe.
Yeah, he's all like, I've got a
one
new
old
shoe on and the other one's old, so I can break him in.
We got one at a time.
You're going to be like walking like with a limp soon, I reckon.
No, they're the exact same shoe though. I mean, it'd be weird if they were different shoes, but it's the exact same shoe, same color. So I'm like, oh, is this a thing? And it is absolutely a thing. I skated yesterday and had a great day with a brand new shoe on. Not shoes,
Okay.
a brand new shoe. And now today I'm breaking in the other one, and I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Jeez.
This is the way to do it.
This is the
I'm literally
future.
I'm doing this from now on. Best decision I've ever made.
Do you reckon anyone else does that? Maybe just you, I feel like.
I mean, I'm sure someone else has done it.
I reckon they've done it out of like necessity. You're doing it
I've
out
done
of...
it out of necessity. I've had one shoe give me a gnarly blister, so I put on a different shoe on the other foot. Because like, especially like in the past, I wasn't skating a lot of switch, so my switch shoe would last way longer.
Yeah.
I did not land that, but I kind of...
You made your way out.
I don't know if it's just me or if like this might be the first thing like 360s are affecting me. Or I mean, I feel like the board shape might be affecting me because with 360s, I try to get my foot here.
Do you hang your...
Curl.
Yes, yeah.
My 360s are like this.
Uh-huh.
It's just more meat.
You have
I
to
used do it
adjust your
around
foot.
here. So I'll probably just put my foot further over and see
Yeah.
what's that. Kind of.
Yes. Oh dear. Was that the forbidden trick on the rail?
I tried half cut board.
Oh,
Hurricane.
I thought it was nollie. I thought it was nollie front lip.
Oh no! You thought that was not like front lip? I would never. All right, I'll do it right now for you. It is forbidden.
Shouts out Bam Majura. You know what's funny? I learned that trick when I was a kid and I thought I was the shit.
You were right.
Oh, early pop out sick, but
Forbidden BMR grind. I'll try to go to a hurricane.
oh, oh,
The reason that the nollie lip is a forbidden trick isn't because it's the worst trick in the world. There's ways to do it cool, like if you nollie high and snap into lip, but it's like it's like a little kid trick that you learn early on.
yeah,
And you're like, I'm skating this rail nollie. And I don't know. Like when I was a kid, we all spammed it a lot on like the local little skate park rail.
as you should.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. But like, what was funny was one where I did nollie lip and I popped out early.
That was sick.
It felt cool.
That was really looked cool too.
So maybe I'm gonna be nollie lip guy now. But I always think of Bam Margera trying to nollie lip that like 12 stair rail and
Just dying. That was Toy Machine days,
yeah, I
wasn't
think
it? He
it's
was
in-
on Toy
I think
Machine.
It's in, no, it's in CKY 2K.
Oh, okay.
And he like throws the nollie and clips his foot on the way up.
Yeah, and just dies from the top.
Destroys his face.
Yeah.
So,
What about nollie backlip? Is
I
that?
suck at that one.
But is that acceptable? Or is that lame?
Jarrell Stanton used to do them on some big rails. That one is like, once again, really easy to learn on flat bars.
Yeah.
But the second you take that trick down something, it's not like nollie front lip where you have the comfort of seeing where you're going.
You're going-
Nollie back lip, since you're nollieing, your shoulder blocks your view.
Yeah.
So it's like you're
just
pushing
aiming.
the rails there. And to do that one, you need a lot of nollie control. I suck at that trick. Nollie back tails too. Like when someone nollie back tails a ledge, I'm like, eh. When someone nollie back tails a ledge going fast, or
Yeah.
nollie back tails a handrail,
Throws it right in.
I'm like, oh, you're good at skating.
Do you think having good eye to foot coordination for skateboarding is like something?
I think I particularly have bad coordination in general.
Because remember you were telling me you're not musical, you don't have rhythm.
I have no rhythm.
But he can skate like a fucking, you know.
I think you can learn anything. You know what I mean? I think that there are really dumb people that are incredible at chess, and chess is like an intellectual. I can't even see the word. That goes to show. I play a lot of chess. Not that I'm particularly good, but yeah, I think if you do anything enough, you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
At it. So if you like go into something thinking like, oh, like I'm not good at this particular discipline, and that's necessary for that activity, just keep doing it.
You gotta try. Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some people are naturally gifted, and those are gonna be the ones who make it in skating.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna stop you from having like the time of your life.
Some people just have to work harder.
Yeah, 100. A really good example. One of the best skateboarders that I know, Zach Bowling, is not naturally gifted at skating. He just skates harder than everyone.
Yeah,
And
that's
you look at
crazy
John
to
Bradford.
think about.
John Bradford never skates.
He's chill as, yeah.
And when he does, he's better than everyone. So it's like, you can get there either way.
Yeah.
It's just, personally, I think if you work there, though, if you work to get it and you have like a little bit of natural talent, that's when I think you're really going to take it, because you have the discipline to like keep trying tricks until you figure them out.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't do. I think if it's like skating comes too easy to you, you get bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you think like, yeah, like they're all struggling to like do this trick on this handrail. I could do that warming up, so I'm not going to bother. I'll wait for another spot. And then you end up just like never pushing yourself.
Yeah. That was how I was when growing up.
You were
I
like,
got comfy and I was like,
yeah,
bored.
Yeah. Yeah, see, me, it was always hard for me. And I'm really scared of everything.
That's so strange to hear.
What? That I'm a
That you're
coward?
scared, yeah.
How many times have you I take run-ups to everything?
But then you do it and it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think because I have some of the ability, but none of the fear control. That's where I really
Confidence.
Well, with this skateboard,
This is gonna unlock.
So there was just way too much to cover with like reviewing a board. I had more stuff that I had to try to get like used to it, and I did. That's going to be in tomorrow's video. I also found it's probably what the premise of the video is going to be, like something that it's like really, really, really good for that I didn't like necessarily think of ahead of hand. Ahead of hand is not a term, but we're going to stick with it. And yeah, it's made something way easier, something that like I can do, but now it's like really cozy to do. But yeah, also it'll be the final verdict of what I completely think of the board, because at that point in time in the video, I'd only been skating the board for maybe an hour and a half or something like that, because I like skated a little bit before we started filming, then filmed, and then skated a little bit after, and then I did a little bit more talking, but didn't have a complete opinion on it. Now I definitely do, and yeah, you'll see that in tomorrow's video.